No! Yes. Yes, Brazil.
His hair isn't perfect enough.
Oh well.
It's fabulous, Brazil. Don't worry.
All right.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
We good, Inks? We ready?
Yep. We're good.
All right.
I
So
mean,
I'm gonna give you guys a lesson. So
mine's
what
like
you want to do?
almost empty. But I'm good.
You want to go get some either Jim Beam or Jack Daniels? I don't like Jack Daniels because I'm not a fucking 19-year-old college student. So
Echo.
this is what you do. What do you mean?
What's with the echo?
Is it echo?
Are you listening to the stream?
You're probably on the
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is what you do in the South. You get your southern shitty manufacturer whiskey. You get a mason jar with a couple ice cubes, and you just combine them.
Just that
It's
simple.
perfect.
There you go.
Like you get drunk in the South.
A friend of mine got really into, like, he bought, like, basically a whole bar, just kept on getting lots of alcohols, and he got really into making his own ice recently. And apparently it takes, like, 3 days to make, to chill it.
Ice?
Yeah. So, like, there are these cubes that are about this big that are perfectly clear. It's impressive, but a waste of time. A complete and utter
So
waste of time.
I'm not sure if your friend realizes this, but you can go to the dollar store and pick up a plastic tray that you fill with water, and you just put it in your
Never heard of that
freezer.
before. What's that called?
It's just an ice cube tray. It's pretty simple.
Nice cube.
Common sense isn't so
Does-
common.
That doesn't take 3 days to make. Time saver.
Yeah.
Value.
I think,
Let's see. We've got to get a nose on this.
A nose.
It smells
Hey, the
like
tea-
fucking Hank Williams Jr. in
Mighty
Tennessee.
Teapot is
Smells like Hank Williams Jr. Oh my god.
the Teapot it has delusions of grandeur apparently.
Have you seen my Discord bot? Some of the stuff I put in for the 8-ball.
Oh no! I've seen
my
some kind of
God.
funny ones.
Yeah.
Does it always respond in the same way to certain prompts that you give it?
No,
Okay.
it doesn't.
It just gives you answers.
It's just RNG. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
But some of the answers I put in,
Yes.
they're good.
So who's ready for the April patch in 2 days?
I am.
I hate the shit out of cheap whiskey. It's even worse with ice.
So why do you keep buying it?
I don't know.
Because it's cheap.
You want-
It literally with water, it makes it 100% worse.
100%.
Are you a bourbon guy or a Scotch guy or an Irish whiskey guy?
I like rum.
Oh,
I really don't like whiskey at all.
Thumbs.
But
Rum's where it's at.
I had been building barns and chicken coops and racing cars with my grandpa, and muscle cars. And so I don't know. We were listening to country music. I was like, "Fuck! I need to buy some Jim Beam." And so,
it seems to me that somebody's controlling Mighty Teapot.
What?
I owe you my life, Master Plenix. Who said what? Who's?
Sounds like Plenix is controlling the teapot.
I
bot.
think Plenix may be controlling the Teapot.
yeah,
Hold on, I'll be right back.
this was a waste of money. I seriously hate
Oh,
it.
disaster!
What happened?
You wasted your money.
I mean, I would have just spent it on Yu-Gi-Oh cards anyways.
But that's value. You can
Yeah.
resell them and everything. Once
Exactly.
you know,
I can
once you're
resell
done with them.
this.
Yeah. But yeah.
I heard you like rum,
Oh.
so I got you this 22-year-old rum.
Beautiful.
It only says 7 years on it, but it's
You've
been
had
sitting in a cabinet for 15 years.
I'm sure it's still good. It's
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, sure.
What kind is it?
Veradero.
Okay.
Yeah,
fine. Never had that.
me neither.
I like Gosling's Black Seal.
Oh yeah, you probably
good.
can't get this where you're from, eh?
I probably don't want it either. So
It's Cuban rum.
I like rum from Bermuda and Grand Cayman.
Drink your
Does
booze.
it just disappear or something?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Ring from the Bermuda? Just disappear.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't really find it ever. But yeah, there's a
Yeah.
patch coming. There's a patch coming.
I don't
guys.
know. I have to see if I have pictures of it still.
Oh.
One of the bottles I bought, it was like $300.
Ooh, why?
300.
Incredible.
What was wrong with you? Why would you do that?
I don't think it was
How-
wrong.
Because every once in a
Rum.
while you need to drink quality.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I didn't really. Here it is. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby, a triple.
Yeah, I'll put it in chat.
Look at that.
Noxicon says, we have everything. I believe he meant to say hate, but good enough. Oh, it's got a nice box and everything.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Look at that. Family Reserve.
It was well worth the money. It was the smoothest thing I've ever had.
And there's nothing more fancy sounding than old rum.
The bottle number too.
Yep.
It's a weird
Individually
coincidence, actually.
numbered.
That's
Beautiful.
the same. That's the same price that fisting costs from Van Darkom.
Does it?
Yeah,
300.
$300. Yeah.
Zach says we should talk about. Oh my god.
Speaking
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
Zach,
yeah. Hang on. Oh,
Zach is a
God.
Donald Trump supporter. Did you guys know that?
I
ironically
believe it
or,
now.
or literally?
But isn't Zach not from
oh,
the States?
yeah. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
You
this
can still
is
support him from afar.
Hold on. This is Zach. This is what, that's what Zach looks like by day. But Zach has also been able to take trips to America. And that's what he looks like when he comes over to the good old USA.
I love the tattoo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
I actually have family members with a tattoo exactly like that. Not even
Seriously?
I don't doubt it.
Oh my god. I believe
They
it
also
now.
wear
I understand
bed sheets on their
everything.
heads, too.
All right. I'll try and
I
put the images on the
understand
stream for the value of some other people. Hang on. Let's see.
So I think we got to get Inks to talk about things in this stream because he was able to extend an 11-second long trailer into 45 minutes of discussion.
Well,
Well,
let me-
Did you just take the rate stretch tool and just go like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I mean, there's two people, so it's like 20 minutes of conversation.
Well,
per person.
was it 60 frames per second the video? So
Slowed it down to 1 frame a
That's like-
second.
yeah, that's 6,600 frames right there.
Well,
I mean, I think
600.
that's like we did when we did the show, like we actually went through it. So half there's about 12 screenshots or 12 screens that comprise the video. Half of those are old screenshots that are reused footage. So really, out of an 11-second video, you have about 4.25 seconds worth of actual new footage.
Sweet.
How
That's
many
pretty telling,
seconds
I
of footage
guess.
do you have? That screen that says "By Heart of Thorns."
No, that's all.
That
we
was
just-
was
That's reused too. That's reused.
right.
too.
We cut that off and don't count
Oh,
that.
okay,
That's
right.
why the
'cause
video
that
is
was
11
20
seconds.
seconds, and the trailer was 35.
So when you're saying it's a teaser trailer, you're saying it's a nya 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 teaser
Well,
What
trailer.
you're really saying is it's subliminal advertising.
Oh.
It's not so subliminal.
Oh.
No, it's not. It's pretty obvious.
It's not so. It's a sneak peek. It's not really a trailer, even though they do call it a trailer in their description. But
Yeah.
um,
But I mean, they released since the trailer, they released a couple other things that are better sneak peeks than what we got in the trailer.
Yeah,
which is sort of criminal
Rumors.
all on its own, because those things probably should have been, not probably, definitely should have been
in
with
there.
the trailer itself.
Well, no, I disagree because like the trailer is for people, just people, the audience for that is just a dumbass who wants to play an MMO. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm just saying that because people are dumbasses. It's a dumbass that wants to play an MMO. And so he sees that and he thinks, oh, cool, there's a big guy and there's a fight and some guy's gliding. Awesome. Of course, everyone in the Guild Wars 2 community literally already knows what all of that shit is.
So they're
And
not going to put
No, they
a
don't.
2-second. They're not going to put a 2-second clip of an
What if-
aerodrome. with
exactly.
a portal in it.
They're not going to have like a ranger auto attacking the golem with the sword
Yeah,
because
fair enough.
Sure.
people that don't play Guild Wars 2 don't know what that
Yeah.
means. They don't know the significance.
I
That's
think
true.
I think they should have added the aerodrome though.
How?
Yeah.
Just as an aerodrome?
A sweeping shot of it.
Yeah, there was a they tweeted out a thing about it.
Yep.
And like
Right,
that
but-
shaman put a thing too.
Yeah.
Right, I understand.
knew
I just
before
think
any
that
of
should
us.
have been. I think something like that should have been in the video. It shows off a new, even for players who are not aware, it shows off a new area to see, to question. It brings up that question to people's minds. Well, what is that? The other problem too is the pacing of the entire video. It's so many like snapshots one after the other that unless you're like me and you're pausing the video every half second, you're missing half of what's going on in the teaser anyway, or the sneak peek anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it was very
and then
short.
there's a lot of reuse shots. Like there's a Mordrum dinosaur breathing fire in Exalted, a reused glider shot back from early Heart of Thorns videos that really have nothing to do with much of anything.
Or do
Mega
they?
Destroyer as well.
Mega Destroyer. Yeah, I mean,
Did they
I don't
update
know.
that character model? Because it used to
looks
be
different.
it's a destroyer troll, or like was.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
they changed ages ago though, didn't they?
Oh.
They changed it when they patched Tequatl. I remember that because I did something about it.
I'm trying to think what else could that thing be besides Mega Destroyer, because it doesn't look like it's in the Mega Destroyer area.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
If you look at it, bring up the trailer, and
is it
it's
not?
and it's like the cave walls don't go all the way up.
Oh, that's interesting. Hang on, let me go get the
So
trailer.
I'm thinking it's not the Mega Destroyer. I'm trying to figure out what it is though. I have no idea.
Well, I mean, doesn't the Destroyer of Worlds share the same model?
Maybe. What's the Destroyer of Worlds again?
I can't actually remember where it's from. Is it a
Frozen
fractal or a dungeon?
Embrace.
Oh no, it's a dungeon,
Frozen
isn't it?
Embrace.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, but that would be a really weird thing to have now, right?
He doesn't come out of the lava like that, though, does he? Unless that's new.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Standing in a
the Mega
room
Destroyer does.
stretch.
Yeah, yeah.
After you go to the armory with Zadarajni.
Okay. Maybe it's that. So
I-
why would they?
Oh, it's
mention-
definitely
It looked
definitely
like the volcano to me, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
hold
did,
on,
did
where-
look a bit like the volcano.
it's definitely
is the
the
trailer?
destroyer.
Not totally.
I'm looking for the trailer.
Hang on, it's going to be on stream. I'll pause it when the Mega
Well,
Destroyer happens.
Put it in chat too, because I don't. Oh,
okay, I will. Here's the trailer, guys. Wow. Are you guys hyped?
Ow!
What? Oh, there we go. No! Oh, fuck! I paused it too late. Hang on.
go back.
No. Hang on. God damn it. Hang on, I'm gonna
People
get
are complaining about the bow, but I don't understand why.
I don't know what
We'll
they
talk about that in a minute.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know what they were expecting. Really.
yeah look how that doesn't look like the.
God
That doesn't look like the volcano. It's a volcano-ish area, but look, the walls don't go all the way up.
That is true, actually.
So I don't think it is the volcano.
Have you ever been in a volcano?
Have you ever been in Mount Maelstrom volcano?
He means the Mount Maelstrom volcano.
I have.
I don't know. I'd have to go look.
And there is a revenant there.
You can see sky.
Why would they even make this? If
Well,
they
there's
have
a revenant there. The
Wild
revenant's
Heart of
wearing.
The river-
I'm thinking more likely this is a raid boss.
A raid boss?
Are you serious?
No.
Why?
Oh, and that's why the new short bow looks just like a shitty white mantle skin too.
I gotta look at the white mantle skins.
It's like red and white and gold, and it has a red glowy thing on it.
Yeah,
Like,
but it will
it's
fire
actually-
tigers. It's gonna fire
It actually
tigers.
Doesn't-
took me like 10 minutes of watching the trailer to realize that there were tigers on it. It's like, I don't understand. It literally just looks like Matthias's staff. Like, I don't understand, like, why. I don't know. It feels so underwhelming.
What would you rather had?
I don't really know what it's going to be about. Like, I know that tigers are involved, but like, I would
Like when I think of underwhelming legendaries, I think of the minstrel, I think of moot, I think of things like that because we have already a lot of some underwhelming legendaries.
Underwhelming.
I don't know.
Minstrel's
they
not
could-
underwhelming.
I think they could do a lot to
I
the
think it
minstrel
is.
to make it better, like make it into a playable instrument.
Yeah,
I think
that'd
that
be
would
awesome.
just immediately solve
Sure.
the problem.
Yeah, but it's not a playable
But
instrument.
like the fucking, I know it's not, but I don't think it's. I think it's less bad than this is. This thing should be like a tiger head, and like you pull its ears back and like shoot arrows out of its mouth.
Ah.
Some
That'd be
shit.
kind of funny.
Make it a crossbow.
Ooh. But then they'd have to do custom
Okay.
animations for that, right?
Yeah.
And
And
I mean, yeah, okay. We'll make.
legendary we're ever getting.
I guess we might as well make the cheap joke. Well, yeah, they probably could have done the animations because they had 5 months to do it. But you know, it is. I think animation work is some of the most time-consuming stuff, from what I understand, at least.
Probably so, honestly.
And we don't really know the animation on the bow because they cut it right before you get to see it fire. My issues with it is, number one, they could have told me it was a long bow, and I would have believed them without questioning them for half a second.
Yeah, it looks like
it's gigantic.
It is a big bow. It's a big bow.
Yeah, it looks about the size of the Sylvari shooting it. The tigers, which are supposed to be the main focal point of the story, are underwhelming. They're at the back of the bow. Their eyes light up a little bit when it's firing.
What if it shoots tigers?
Maybe it
then
might.
It would be just like the other one that shoots unicorns.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know anything about its footfalls. It looks like it has a smoky, fiery animation. But then in the second shot in the trailer, when they set it up for us, they use a backdrop that's on fire, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Right. It masks it, so you can't really see it very well.
Yeah. Look, honestly,
I don't know.
I could see there being complaints because it's slightly similar to some other bows out there, and that it's more of a great sword than it is a short bow. But I don't see why people would really complain about that. But my point is that all legendaries have good qualities and bad qualities, and the Moot, for example,
is terrible.
Is terrible.
Is it though? Is it?
I don't think
really
it's terrible at all.
I don't like it.
I don't like it at all, but I think it's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Just,
not.
I mean,
there's no
I don't know.
circumstance
Like,
where I would use it, but it is
underwhelming
executed
again,
to
though.
It's really it's a ball on top of a stick.
Yeah, but it's got disco and shit.
It's a gold stick
disco
with
ball.
a disco ball that puts a disco floor under you run around.
Yeah, so that it's got some additional effects to it. We haven't seen the effects on this thing.
No.
But I mean,
it literally looks like it comes out of a white mantle's gearbox.
What Brazil's trying to get at here is that there's kind of a lot of on most legendaries. There's quite a lot of flair to them.
Yeah, so you're saying there's not enough imagination on this guy.
Because I mean, you got the tigers, but they're just gold. They're not even textured. You know, they don't even look like tigers. You know,
the reason why I think this happened like this.
Stop.
Brazil, shut the fuck up.
Realistically,
the reason why I think this
is that looks are subjective. People are gonna like it. People aren't gonna like it.
Yeah.
The problem is that the people that do like it are idiots. So that's it.
I think the problem is that for the short bow, they had the Dreamer already. So they couldn't go something way out there, really inventive, really fantastical anymore. They had to do something a little more down to earth. And that's what they did. So people are complaining about it because it's not now super tigers shooting tigers. There's tigers up your butt now. It's more down to earth. They needed to make a more down to earth legendary.
Yeah, that's a really good point, honestly, because people would hate the silly shit, especially with the short bow and so. Well, that was one of the complaints. A thief with the Dreamer. Kind of. I don't know. Some people like the thief with the Dreamer, but a whole bunch of people said, "Well, fuck that shit. That's ridiculous. I don't want that." I think that's a really good point. Good job, Boots.
So instead, you want the reimagination of the Phoenix skins, because that's what this basically is. Or it's like somebody left a comment saying it looks like a '90s tribal tattoo, and I kind of agree with that as well. I mean, personally, I think it's too big. I think it's too big for a short bow. I guess the Dreamer is kind of large for a short bow for size comparison, but I don't know. I think it's a little too large. The animations is what's going to have to sell this bow to people. The footfalls are going to have to be cool. That smoky effect, if that's what it is, I guess we'll have to wait and see it in game. And if it shoots something, if it shoots tigers or it has some kind of special shooting animation, then, maybe that'll sell to people. But right now, players seem generally unimpressed by it.
I mean, the footfalls could be like tiger footprints.
Oh.
And it could just shoot out blood and pieces of skin.
Tiger footprints that try to bite you every time you walk.
Wow.
That would be... I would buy that bow.
Look, it's pretty simple. Just add fire. That's how you make everything cooler.
Like the flame kissed.
Exactly. Yeah.
A flaming tiger.
Armor and add fire.
It fires a tiger that is itself on fire.
Honestly, they should have made a crossbow.
That would have been cool, but yeah, I don't know. if it might have taken 10 months.
If they did something like that, though, do you not think people will be triggered that, oh, now we know why it took so long? They were screwing around with all these animations.
Triggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
We'll
but
see.
also they're going to be like, now we'll never get crossbows in the game.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're not getting crossbows anyway. Let's
No.
I know.
Robo doesn't
Yeah, I
like
don't know.
crossbow.
It just looks a little bit underwhelming, and then the second shot we get where they wind up with it, we don't get to see it fire, probably on purpose, and the backdrop is fire. So if it has a smoky effect, which is what it looks like, that all gets masked over, and you don't really get to appreciate that effect at all.
They're doing it on purpose. They want us to see it.
They do. They know. Oh, yeah,
That's
Modern
okay.
Warfare-
Somebody will have it day 1 or day 2 of the patch, so
Yeah.
it's running around a game.
Yeah.
Or no one will have it because no one likes it. So
Somebody will make it.
Someone's going to make it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is true. Oh, yeah, Modern
So,
Warfare went
and
to
then-
Mount Maelstrom, and he does claim that it is the same. It is just the Mega Destroyer.
I love
I'm going to do that
the
now.
good job, Boots. You're wrong again.
I'm going to do that
Brazil
now.
bleed over.
So, yeah, we have a nice screenshot of Mount Maelstrom there. There you
See?
What, Boots?
There
You mean
go.
you're not playing Minecraft again?
got home.
You want me to?
What was the picture? Oh, you want to see the Nemazil picture again? Yeah, okay, we can show that again. It's just it's just two men
Yeah,
calculating DPS. That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not nothing untoward here. They're just going through the combat
Did you
log.
just use that word?
What?
How do you know untoward?
Because I speak English.
That's a very uncommon word.
Oh,
It's not really
okay.
uncommon.
Yeah, maybe in Texas where no one has an education, but
Yeah, I think probably. Mel, you know that there are different types of volcanoes, right?
yeah.
Yes.
I don't think he. I
No,
don't think
there's
he
only
does know
one.
that.
There's only one type of
There
volcano.
are shield volcanoes and isosceles volcanoes and right
Yeah,
volcanoes.
and equilateral volcanoes.
Yeah.
Parallelogram. Did you know a little off topic that the Yellowstone National Park is actually one supermassive volcano?
And it's going to erupt someday.
Oh my
and cause
God.
a lot of havoc.
Yeah,
Holy
it erupts every 600 million or 600 million years or
I
600
mean,
600
honestly,
years.
we already have a
And-
presidential candidate that's doing that. So
How close are we?
And we are like 30,000 years overdue for an eruption.
Oh, it's overdue.
Oh,
Well, that's fantastic. I'm glad
Oh,
people go and
no.
see it every day. That sounds safe. That's fantastic.
well,
Yeah,
I think I'm
it's pretty
safe.
good. And
we
apparently
all
also,
know the Earth's only 10,000 years old.
Yeah.
It's,
So
it is apparently also showing all the signs of a volcano that is going to erupt soon. Because
Holy shit.
Old Faithful is no longer faithful, and it's got earthquakes all the time. So fun times.
That'll devastate the area.
The
Good for
Earth.
tourism.
It'll devastate the Earth.
Good.
Nuclear winter.
I don't
Oh
live
my
anywhere near
goodness.
there. I'm fine.
You don't live anywhere near the Earth?
Yep. Currently coming from my shitty spaceship slightly above the Earth's atmosphere.
That would be pretty cool.
Jebro, that's not true because my man stick isn't even big enough for you to see my eruption.
Wow.
Wow.
I have no shame. I don't care.
Yeah. I'm
And
aware of
penis.
that. But you know what? you know what, Brazil? They showed in the trailer everyone's favorite fractal, I'm sure including you. The
Yeah.
Cliffside fractal.
I love
Hey.
side.
I hate
Come
that
on, everyone loves
fractal.
Cliffside, right? It's I'm pretty sure it's rated the most popular fractal by
Yeah.
far.
Hate it. With a passion.
Yes. So does this mean, because obviously Cliffside will be, well, basically they added Revenants to it. Are you going to go play fractals like when the patch hits Brazil? You're going to
No.
get back into it? Going to love the fractals again?
No.
I will. I can't wait. I hope that they remake like the entire fractal, not just the boss, though. Because to be honest, the boss is a pushover, so I'm glad he's getting a remake, or it looks like he's getting a remake. I just hope that other parts of the fractal get a remake as well.
Like the entire fractal is just a Revenant. It turns into Malix at just random intervals. That's how you improve things. Just make it a Revenant. Yeah. I don't know what they're gonna do to it though. Who knows? Maybe he just
I mean,
turns purple. Imagine how anticlimactic that would be. It doesn't do shit.
I've been reading some opinions on that, and a lot of people seem to think that making the arm seals cease to regenerate and stuff like that. I mean, I think that'd be fine if they did that because it's so
just so
annoying.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a little
cancer.
tedious.
Just to constantly run
It is
back and
cancer.
forth and back and forth and
I mean,
back
that's
and
the
back and
catching point of the entire fractal is that one point,
Yeah,
the two
like,
arms.
if
Once
you're
you
able
pass
to
that-
divide up and
Well,
smooth
no,
sail it.
once you pass that and you just have idiots wipe Arch Diviner on like the third phase, and then you have to redo the whole fight again. Like that's annoying. I don't know. I just don't like that fractal. I don't like any of them, but
Any of the fractals?
no.
Okay.
I had fun doing fractals purely for the challenge before they took all of that away, but I don't know.
What's your least hated fractal?
I kind of like that boss. I
I hate all of them.
Equally.
I don't like any of them.
I like that. If it wasn't for the rest of the fractal, I really like that boss in the old Thaumanova reactor, where you have to run
Are you
around.
talking about
Anomaly?
favorite?
Yeah, the anomaly.
Why do you like that?
I don't know. It was fun.
Do you like the cutscene at the end of it where the camera just goes?
Yeah, that's such a weird cutscene.
That is a weird
So-
cutscene. No, but I like
Such a
that
weird
boss fight.
cutscene.
It's a fun.
I mean,
say
it has
he's probably my
no
favorite boss fight.
mechanics
It's a fun
other
boss
than
fight.
just run around. Okay.
No, he has mechanics. Targets people. He blows up the floors.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Could have a couple
yeah.
more mechanics, I guess. But
the champion O-card in Queensdale also has mechanics.
that boss has a
that's
couple
true.
of mechanics. I think it's just the disappearing floor and the fact that people can easily screw themselves with the disappearing floor that make it fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is true. Maybe you just want to do the molten duo. Just gets it over with quickly.
Yeah.
At least it's over fast.
Swamp.
Swamp, yep. That's a favorite.
I don't like Swamp.
Why not?
No, neither do I.
I don't like Molten Duo either.
Because it's too easy?
If the Molten facility was like past the weapons test onto the Duo, I would like it.
So do the whole
Because
thing.
that was the best part of the whole dungeon. But the part that they picked to put in the fractal, why? Why did you just pick
Well,
time gating?
They put the two bosses in. What part did you want in?
The part after the time gating to the two bosses.
So you don't. Yeah. Well, the drill.
It's been
thing.
so long. You mean
I
like
forget.
the
Yeah.
So you kill the
Trying to
weapons
remember.
test, like the weapon
Right.
master,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you go into a freezer room where there are like veterans and champions and elites. It was the first place where they put like veterans mixed with elites and stuff like into dungeons, and like it applied chill and the pathways are really cool. And then you came out of the like freezer room into this big like chasm like volcano area, and there was like this big cage that hung down, and there was a path you had to run through, and there were the protectors, and there were mobs that pathed, and you had to like pull the protectors like up and away from the rest of the mobs, and then you basically got down like deeper and deeper into the facility through mines and like traps and stuff that like looked really cool, and it was so aesthetic and visually pleasing. Like the textures in there are actually like really great. Like they look beautiful, and all of that's gone, and you have to like glitch back through it if you even want to see it, which you can. Like it looks amazing, but no one ever sees it, so it's just sad.
Unfortunately, I think the problem is because fractals are supposed to be such a kind of shortish in and out sort of experience that you just miss a lot of that part of the dungeon. It's a shame, really. The molten dungeon was probably my favorite dungeon they've ever
It was
made.
really good. I agree.
I was really sad when they took that away. Bringing it back in fractals kind of makes up for it a little bit for me, but I really kind of just wish that entire dungeon was still a thing.
Let's put this into perspective. there are not a whole lot of things I like, period, just in general. I actually liked the Molten Facility a whole lot.
Wow. Do you think they should
It
put
was
it
a
back
fun
in the
dungeon.
game then? Should they put it back?
Yes,
They think back in the
they
game.
never should have taken it out.
Yeah.
If they
guess
put it back
because
in the game, though,
wouldn't
what does
really
that
make,
do with the fractal?
It wouldn't really make sense in the
I
context.
mean, they should have not done the fract. They should have never taken the Molten Facility out, honestly.
How
I mean,
would
I
it make
totally-
sense?
Totally agree with that.
What do you mean,
but
how would it make
now,
sense?
Because if it's not in the kind of weird time suspension thing,
All dungeons are outside of the time suspension
I
thing.
mean, kind of. Not in the same way though.
But they kind of are. I mean, it's not like Rox is accompanying you every single time. She's got other stuff to do. Or, sorry, what's his name?
I mean, why don't they just go
not
up
rocks.
like the entrance to it? Like they could just put like a rock collapse and shit in front of it. Just keep it there. Like I don't even know if it's still there in the map. Like I don't know if they like reloaded it all because I've just never been back to that map since. But they could have just put it there, like destroyed the front of it, and had like an NPC or something to interact with. They could say like, "Let me replay this" or whatever, or like tell me this story, and then you like queue into the dungeon and like go do it.
Oh, yeah, that's true, actually. Crow's a good point. If you guys ever want to see Air again because you miss her so much, just go to Ascalon Catacombs story mode.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
just make a new character, play the story.
Yeah.
Well, do you think
Delete
that they should get around that? Should they do phasing to deal with that, or can you just not do
They're
anything
not.
with that?
There's no way they're gonna do that. Why would they do
But
that?
I mean,
well, because
do you
it doesn't
think-
make sense, does it? It doesn't make sense. They could have a risen corpse lead you around.
I think, obviously I'm not a developer, I'm not a coder, but do you think it would have been less work to rework the story of the Molten Facility than it was to make all of them fractals?
I don't like. It doesn't make any sense to me that they would have had to even do anything like
They don't
that.
need to.
The
dungeons are
Aether
still in the
Path,
game.
Aether Path is still there, and it functions exactly the same as it did.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing
Where was the Molten Facility again?
in like Wayfarer Foothills.
Yeah,
Okay.
the northern part.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand.
Well, I mean, the main reason is probably because back then they were really hooked on to the idea of temporary content, and
Well, obviously, yes,
Yeah.
they were.
yeah, so they only changed their philosophy after they took it out, and so now that it's in fractals, I don't see them going back on that.
This is just stuff where I really have to wonder, realistically, why they thought it was a good idea to put in temporary content and spend time developing it and stuff. Like, they made a whole lot of instances. They made a lot of stuff. Like, really, they did. They made a lot of instances of stuff. A lot of the stuff was just open world, interact with signposts or look at footprints or whatever. But like they made instances for Rox's story and Brahm's story. Go through this place, clear out these guys, find Frostbite. Go into Kragstead, we have to save Brahm's friends and family. Go fight Canuck in the cave or whatever. Like they spent time developing instances and doing stuff, and then they just took it out.
I mean, those places are there. It's just it's empty and there's nothing to do now.
Yeah, I
That's
don't,
all
I don't
first
know.
season, right? That's
Yeah.
all first season. Second season, at least, it's everything's replayable now, so they were able to
Right.
kind of balance the two ideas they had, which was temporary content, but also replayable.
It's not
content.
even. It's not even. I just don't understand why they would spend resources
Yeah, it's tough.
and then just shit on that. Like it doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Well, it's not good sense, but I could tell you that it's probably because of their manifesto of a constantly changing world. That,
Then
and also the fact that by making temporary content, you instill more of a need in people's psyche that they should be logging into the game and doing this thing.
Yes.
So I mean, that's
Yeah.
what they do. That's what they did for the first season,
Sure.
and then they realized they don't have to do it that harsh anymore. They could just do festivals,
Not only that,
Which
they
is-
realize it doesn't work.
which is the same
I-
thing.
Well, yeah, they realized they couldn't do it.
totally just like took a gamble and lost so hard. And by the
they've
time it
admitted
was
that before,
over,
though.
by the time it was over, they couldn't go back and fix it. And like the whole like constantly changing living world, like if that was the goal, how come Ore is still exactly in the state it was like before you kill Zaitan and like the personal story, like that whole
Yeah, that's
doesn't that doesn't make sense. Like I don't know. It
Mm.
doesn't make like people just come into a zone like I let's just imagine for some reason somebody goes to South Sun Cove to do something and there's just this map there that they made and they spent time on and you just run around, you don't know what's happening, no one's doing the meta events except the Karka Queen whenever it spawns, whenever, and like that's all people know about it. Like they don't, like I guess the guild missions there, but like you don't know anything about it. You don't know what purpose it serves. Like it's just another map, and then maybe something happened, maybe it didn't. I don't know. Like it's dumb. Like you don't know why Karkas have 5 HP bars. Like you don't know what significance they had. You don't know that like when the event happened, 500,000 people got 8 precursors apiece and crashed the market. I don't know.
Uh,
It just seems ridiculous. Like
that was kind of a cool event. I mean, there was.
I'll make an analogy, and this is really good because I had an economics teacher, and he was very cynical. Probably not as much as me, but very close to it. And he was tired of people not paying attention in class. So one day, when he was lecturing and writing notes on the board, he takes his marker in one hand and his eraser in the other. And as he's writing the notes, he's going behind them erasing. Like, I guess it just feels like that's what they did with Living Story the first
Well,
season.
yeah, but that was the point, though.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's not a failing of it. That's the point.
I
to a certain
know, and I
extent.
don't understand it.
Well,
Yeah, unfortunately, though, that was doomed from the get-go because there's too many other static things in the world that never change. Dungeons, for example, the dungeon stories.
But they could
So-
get around this, though. They could get around.
But they
it.
didn't. But they didn't, and they never really tried to.
I think, in my opinion, they
Living
kind of
world
have-
was supposed to be this changing thing, but you have a static world in the background that never actually changes, and it just doesn't work that way.
Well, they could continue doing it, and then they have the perfect excuse because they have the Watch Knights who can turn into anything, right? So they can just say, yeah, we're going to put on a performance. We're going to put on a show of all these events that have happened, and the Watch Knights can just turn into the enemies. Simple. So you can have your Molten facility back, but it's just full of Watch Knights. And they're all role-playing as the enemies. Or you could, I mean, they could just make another marionette, bring that shit back. Boom.
I gotta be honest
all
with
come
you.
back. Ah. You could even have a Scarlet Watch Knight. It's a Watch Knight, but actually it's Scarlet. Boom.
There are elements of season 1, even though they were temporary and got left away from the game afterwards, that I really appreciate happened. Like,
Yeah, I am
Like-
Zach. I had to look up a word, but anyways, continue, Boots.
like, I mean, the whole Tower Nightmares thing was pretty cool while it happened, and when you look at Keswick's Hills, it got completely altered, and you look back at it and people are like, what the fuck was this thing? And you could try to explain to them what had happened, but they didn't experience it, so it's bad for them because people who are new to the game never got to experience this kind of thing. But at the same time, it's like history to this world that we lived in, and we get to say, oh man, it's so cool, this happened over a period of whatever amount of time. And I don't know, I like that kind of thing, but I definitely see that there's much more value in having something that's replayable.
Yeah, certainly financial value.
Yeah, but anyway, that's why they do festivals, because it puts the two together. It's something that's temporary content, but it comes back.
Yeah, but that makes sense. Like, it makes sense to have, like, a festival around, like, a holiday that a lot of people know. Like, having Winter's Day around Christmas and, like, Kwanzaa and whatever.
But
and
it's the reason
Hanukkah.
why this SAB is turned into a festival. Because, like, I would have, when it came back, I would have rathered it be here all the time because I would be awesome. But they're making it a festival because they know that in 2 months, everybody is going to be tired of SAB and nobody's going to care about it anymore. So they take it away after 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever it is, and then bring it back next year. Everybody's really excited again.
Why can't we have Scarlet Remembrance Day, where they bring back the marionettes and they bring back the Molten Dungeon, et cetera, et cetera?
Why not? Yeah, that's
Bring
a great idea.
back her
I mean,
drill.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
It'll have to be maybe I don't know, maybe it has to be in a slightly different location. Maybe not even.
Yeah.
Just say, go here to experience the fun of the marionette and remember Scarlet.
I don't know why they can't just do like this time loop NPC Doctor Who shit, where you just like
Let's go
every
back.
month you go and get in the TARDIS, and it's like, all right, we're gonna fight the marionette. Why not?
I mean, that's what fractals are supposed to kind of be, right? Supposed
I
to be
know.
a sliver of time.
Why can't you just get rid of fractals since they're terrible, and since after 5 times the leaderboards got canceled again, and just like, I don't know, make an NPC to do open world events that people actually loved and missed. I don't know.
When are we gonna have another Dragon Bash?
Ooh.
Never.
I don't know.
When
What
is
would
it
you
supposed
put
to
Dragon
be? When's
Bash?
it supposed to be? Again?
It's after you kill a dragon every time, right?
It already passed, but what I think it did. Maybe it was in the summer. I don't remember. But what would you put in Dragon Bash? Because Dragon Ball Z is now part of Chinese festival New Year.
Nothing. The wings, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah, nothing much.
You could put the same
I guess
stuff
that was a
back
one-time
in.
thing.
Well, you
June,
could just
July.
do
My bad.
June, July. Okay. So it may return then. I mean, I don't see why it won't. Right?
What would you have?
I don't know.
More Dragon Ball gameplay?
Ooh.
More holograms.
Yeah, I mean,
More holograms?
in there the special
more
drops that happens. You can get the dragon wings. They could add new wings.
Yeah, more
Dramon
Dramon mouth wings.
I
Yeah.
could add that little weird ball sack he has under his chin.
Does he have that?
Yeah.
Oh,
You could have
That's
Ninja
like
Turtle
stand-
fireworks.
Yeah.
yeah.
More fireworks. Wait, is fireworks a Dragon Bash thing or is that a Lunar New Year thing?
Well, they
Both.
had special fireworks for
Yeah.
for Dragon Bash.
I think
Okay.
so.
I just want to have those cliffs back. Whatever that the place with the Aether Blade.
Zephyr Sanctum.
Zephyr Sanctum.
They're all dead.
I know. It's so sad. They haven't- there's a whole
Living
map.
World strikes again.
I mean, they're not all dead, but they're out in the desert now.
Yeah.
I think the consortium should buy that area and turn it into something else.
That's another huge problem I have. Is it pronounced consortium or consortium? Because I'm pretty sure the actual pronunciation is consortium, but I've literally heard the people that made it call it consortium, and that's what the NPCs call it too.
Yeah, I don't know. I call it
That really, I don't know.
It grinds your gears.
No, not that.
Oh.
It just makes me like wonder what's going on.
Well, I mean, I think it's consortium actually.
I don't think it is.
I'm gonna look up it on the dictionary.
Go ahead.
Do it.
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, you're right.
Wow, what a surprise.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, consortia. Plural of consortia.
Yeah.
My
Mhm.
goodness.
What?
This is, I guess this
Auntie for
was ArenaNet things like Wyvern.
Wyvern and Wyvern.
Well, I mean, it is
No,
like
Wyvern.
maybe.
Wyvern or Wyvern.
Wyvern and Shirley.
We're Shirley. It just
I mean, yeah, I guess you could argue that it's the name of a company, so like they could pronounce it however the hell they want.
Yeah.
That is true.
they can.
They can do
I mean,
whatever they want.
I don't know. It's just weird.
McDonald's.
What happened to the Zephyrites again? They
They
crashed.
Blasted out of
got
the
blown up.
skies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
there
kinda
weren't that many
interesting.
of them apparently.
Crazy Solari.
No, not really. But if you think about it, it's kind of odd. They spent all that work and then they literally blew it up. It took all that time to
What you guys don't actually know is ArenaNet hired me for like 2 months. That was
Oh,
my
you killed off all the
That
characters.
that was my
Oh.
contribution to the game. I
Yeah.
just blew up the Zephyrites and they said you're fired.
And then they
enough.
blew up all the pack ships.
It was inks the entire time.
Yeah.
Wow. Who are the Zephyrites?
But yeah, now they have that Zephyrite, mountain area with. I guess we won't see it again. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, that's still
They-
there.
they could
There's
repurpose it
There's just
to
no one
something.
I
there.
think they should repurpose it. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe turn it into a giant slide.
Should just
A
have all the
giant
refugee
slide.
Zephyrites go there. Who the hell wants to live in the desert? You can go live in this luscious
No,
waterfall
those are all in
cave
Germany
area.
right now.
In what?
Germany.
The Zephyrites?
Yeah, they're refugees.
No, not the. Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Mm.
Oh, what should we talk about? Anything?
What is there?
I
Pretty
don't
much
know.
it. I mean, we had a
It's
trailer.
over.
It was 11
We,
seconds.
We'll have
we
news-
beat
we'll
Inks
have
and
news next
Masta
week, I
by a
guess.
few minutes.
People didn't really like it. They especially didn't like the movie trailer, Inception music. There's a lot of hate on that.
I think everybody hates Inception music nowadays because it's in every single trailer ever.
It's used too much.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, even the Rogue One trailer is sort of like, even though it is the actual alarm from the Death Star, it sort of sounds Inception-y nowadays.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Talk about
Anyway,
DPS meters. The weekly discussion on DPS meters. We should play other games. Guild Wars 2 is going nowhere. Quote, legalize HQ 123. It's going
There will-
somewhere though.
What other
I know, we're gonna have news next
shitty
week,
MMO
probably.
should we play?
Yeah.
Yeah, BDO.
Let us know.
Blade
Crapio.
Online, Blade and
Boobs
Soul.
and Soul.
I don't know. There are many MMOs we could choose from.
Minecraft.
Minecraft. So the new legendaries were promised to be shipped with HOT. Wasn't fractal leaderboards as well? But no. Well, I mean, let's just jump on that bandwagon, guys. But they actually promised new legendaries before HOT was even supposed to release. They're supposed to be in 2013, or later on, right? They're supposed to happen way before HOT, but But then they realize that actually it's loads of work, and it turns out, bi-weekly content is also ridiculous amounts of work and probably not that much payoff, because all they do is sell gems, they don't sell a sub fee. So,
Playing a multiplayer game requires having friends. Fuck that. I ain't got time for friends.
what are you like a MOBA? I don't know.
No, MOBAs are cancer.
Are they though? That's the best. But when you say cancer, it actually means good.
No,
Yes.
it doesn't.
No, because the best thing about League of Legends is the cancer.
No,
It's the only
terrible.
reason you'd play the
I mean,
game.
yeah, that's why it's popular. It's because let's just be honest here for a minute. Since apparently people don't want me to bring real life things into this, if you create a big shitstorm, people will just talk about you nonstop, and it's free publicity. So,
That's why you do it.
But you have to do it the right way. You can't do it the wrong way. There are some people who do it the wrong way, and some people do it the right way. So, I don't know.
So Ravi from D&T asks, on that topic, do you think Guild Wars 2 will find a future for itself? The way he sees it is it's just going to become a raid hub, assuming they don't rework dungeons or fractals in a good way.
I don't think that's.
I don't think that's.
I mean, like
accurate.
1% of the population raids.
Yeah.
They may
I don't
get
think
into
it'll become a raid hub.
a raid hub. That's kind of silly. And yes, I do use the treadmill in my room. I sleep on it.
I mean,
He programs it to rock him gently.
I think it already has a very secure future. Honestly, I just think there's a certain percentage of the population that it may not have a future for. And honestly, even that's a ridiculous statement, because what will happen is the people who complain, they quit the game, then they wait 6 months, and they come back and there's new stuff to do, and then the cycle repeats itself. They beat all the content, they do all of that, then they start complaining that there's nothing there, and then they quit the game. They wait
And they
6
come
months, then they come back again. But the thing is, the people who are just casual, they do crank out those dailies. Maybe they play a PvP match. Maybe they play a dungeon or something. Maybe they do a fractal. Those people don't care because they don't play a lot. So they, slowly get through stuff, and it's not so bad for them from their perspective.
And what percentage of the population has, besides Brazil, completed all of the stuff in HOT? Like, probably
Like, not very many people.
not very many people.
Mm.
And that's going to be keeping a lot of people busy for quite a while. And they already said there's going to be a new expansion.
I don't agree
There's
with
gonna be
that
living-
statement at all.
I don't agree either.
It's the opposite.
Because
of
you think that the people who
know.
haven't done it aren't going to do it.
It's it's the opposite of keeping people busy. When I read comments about Dragon's Den takes 2 hours and I only have half an hour a day to play, like, I mean, I don't know, Kevin. It's just
well, Dragon's Den is quite a big time investment. In fairness,
yeah, it is. And you go in and you're rewarded with 5 crystalline ore, so it's good.
10 minutes to.
They need to have content going forward. The next expansion, whenever, they need to have content going forward that is less of a time investment, so that those people who don't have a lot of time, who are maybe not even veterans of the game, who don't have 6,000, 7,000 plus hours invested into the game, you need to have content for those people that will keep them engaged, because those are the people that will spend money on your game casually every couple weeks, once a month, whatever the case is.
6 months.
Rather than every 6 months when you bring a new living story out, maybe.
I think they're making so much money off of the small people that play the game, opposed to the people that just log in every 6 months. Because, like, every time there's a new anything in the gym store, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, believe me, 80% of my playtime in the game is standing in Divinity's Reach. So you can take my word when I say anytime, like, wings or a glider or an outfit come in the gym store, everyone has it. Because that's all I see for, like, a week. And then no one uses it again. They just buy it and they're bored of it.
Those could all be different people, too.
Oh, sure. Definitely. They're all different people. They're all the same person on different accounts.
Yep. I like how Guild Wars 2 don't realize that all their players are just me on different accounts.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any MMO that's like really old now out there that's literally just populated by gold sellers? Like it's only gold sellers in there. You go. World of Warcraft. Yeah.
Well,
I would love to know how many gold selling accounts out of their population is there, though. It'd be interesting.
I don't know.
Because the player base is so big. I can't imagine how large their gold selling player base is.
Honestly,
we should no. Hold on, hear me out.
I'm hearing you out.
We should host a bootleg Living World Season 1 Guild Wars 2 private server,
and then get sued.
Yeah, and we can get a cease and desist.
Yeah,
like,
that's okay. We can just host.
Yeah, it's just like Blizzard.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How would you even do that?
Cache copies of codes and a lot of reprogramming.
Yeah.
And studying YouTube videos and seeing how to script encounters.
Yep.
Do you think that exists anywhere still, the Living World Season 1?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe in that shaman's DAT files.
That's a good point. You know, in fairness,
Maybe,
if he keeps them, then yeah, it will exist there. Huh.
That's the project. We have to convince him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
I just want to
do
play
it.
the facility again. We can even put the old login screen on it.
Vanilla Guild Wars 2 server. The thing is, they could have the capability to kind of do stuff like that, though. I mean, they have
facility.
fractals.
It's true.
That's the whole point.
It's one of the only things that I don't understand got removed because, I mean, totally with the marionette fight and the big world events type stuff in Living World 1, they had to be taken out because you can't just have that lying around all the time in the open world. But it was instance, the molten facility, so it doesn't make sense that it was taken out.
Why can't you have the marionette laying around? I mean, it is laying around, but why can't you have it as an active event?
Why can't you just interact with it and get ported in or something?
Okay, but as an instance thing.
Or just have it be one of her haywire machines that self-repairs itself, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it's sort of a kind of a crappy loophole, but still.
It does make it a little bit less epic, though, if it's always there, though. There is that.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Because, you know, I mean, Dragon's Den is pretty amazing for the first time. It's a good boss.
I mean, let's be honest. There's a lot of stuff that's like that.
Yeah, exactly. But that's why they want to keep it special, right?
Yeah, and then it just takes alcohol and getting through it. That's a joke. That's a joke. It's just a joke.
No, it's not.
Is it?
It's a shame, though. Like, when you sit back and think about it. Dragon's Den is an entire map dedicated to killing to Groundhog Day, basically.
Yeah.
You're killing the same thing over and over again.
Yep. But isn't that kind of everything? Or Terraria as
Yeah.
well? At every world boss? Think how many times the fire elemental has been killed, Boots. Horrible.
Yeah, but for some of those things, at least it kind of makes sense. But the Mouth of Mortarmouth is it supposed to be regenerating every time, or is it supposed to be dead afterwards?
Where it dies, it impales itself on a tree.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a time loop.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
why
it
couldn't
exists in the
ArenaNet
mist.
be a world boss?
Dragon's Den actually exists in the mist. Once you go through that portal, you're in the
Whoa.
mist. Or maybe all of
Yeah, everything
Tyria
is the mist.
we're all just reflections of an actual Tyria. You're living in the
What?
lie.
Can we get DeRoyer to please make a video on time loops?
Time loops.
Sure.
Please.
I'm sure he'll do a fantastic.
Oh,
No,
Mortarmouth just got
it's
triggered.
fine. It's fine. We can call Modernroth. He knows about the law. He knows what. Yeah.
He just got triggered, yo.
Yeah. We just triggered him by saying time loops. Apparently.
Okay, so HO story was about what? Mortarmouth can recreate himself. What?
Oh,
He's dead.
okay, so
no, I Freddy Krueger him in his
he
nightmare.
impales his head off, and then it just disintegrates
comes back.
after an hour, and it just comes.
You
Okay,
destroy his mind,
Yeah,
so he
I
can't
forgot.
respond. So yeah, that happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Freddy
That's already
Krueger.
happened. We did that. We inceptioned him.
yeah. Sorry, I forgot that everything in the game is just actually a time loop, and it just resets. It's
Yep.
like an episode of The Simpsons.
Mate, what if Brazil? We are a fractal this entire time.
Yeah, I mean, totally.
Tyria is a fractal. Now that actually does sound like a mind spike that Durai would do. Honestly, he would do that. There you go.
Mhm.
Can't wait.
50% of the ad revenue, please. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that reminds me.
That's
when are we
fine.
getting paid, Teapot?
Never. This is slave labor. All right.
Slaves,
Yep. Fucking slaves. Get your ass.
get
back
your ass
here.
back here.
Yeah.
Hey, Onslaught's here.
Yes, he's always here, lurking.
Is he?
Who's Odslot?
Jonah.
Journo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I need to go to see my Franker Z again.
Frankazy. Oh, he's dealing with his Frankazy on stream. Yeah.
Oh boy.
We should turn song requests on. That would make this way more interesting.
Lennox is in the audience.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I won't be able to hear them. So
Let's see. Would you guys recommend Guild Wars 2 to a friend? Yes, I would.
yes, absolutely.
Definitely. To a new player, new players are nowhere near as jaded and cynical as us, so they'll love the game.
Yep.
Let's see. What do you think about
fantastic.
the Nostralarius shutdown? I mean, I don't know why
I don't
Blizzard
care.
does this shit. I mean, it doesn't actually affect me because I
Because
Yeah, it doesn't
they
play
can't
me
make
either.
money off of it.
And honestly, Vanilla WoW is. I think there's a lot of rose-tinted glasses there. A lot of aspects of the game were cancer, and have been improved. But I guess some people really like that shit, and I can appreciate that. It's people like the old stuff sometimes. Nostalgia. It's powerful stuff. But I mean, suing over it or cease and desist. I mean, really? It's like the thing with Dota. I don't know if you guys know this, but you know how they made Dota 2 change loads of the skill names? They sued them over Warcraft 3.
Sure.
Saying that they kind of had some kind of claim on it or some shit because it was made in the Warcraft 3 engine. So they forced them to... Well, in the end, they lost. They got obliterated, but obviously, because that's ridiculous. But they had to change a whole bunch of skill names. For example, an ultimate ability was changed from Reign of Chaos to... Oh, actually, I can't even remember what the fucking name is, but someone who plays Dota 2 would know. Rex would know, he plays Dota. But yeah, they had to change a bunch of ability names. So Blizzard has a track record of doing this. It's kind of weird suits for no reason.
Well, they had a few years ago. They had that. There was this guy who made StarCraft for Blizzard. It was some kind of mod or something that made like
Brood War.
It-
They did Brood War in HTML5, didn't they?
yeah. It was basically like World of StarCraft or whatever, and they made him stop, and then supposedly supported him or something. He was trying to develop something. I don't think anything ever actually came from it, unfortunately. But Blizzard had him like stop, like publicly or whatever, working on whatever he was doing as well. So it's
What
not
a
the first
cute
time.
dog. I saw on Reddit the other day a guy who turned his girlfriend's dog into a Nazi, and I have a feeling that that's what Brazil's going to be doing to his dog.
Wow. Yeah. So yeah, the Nostralaria is shut down. I don't know. Maybe they do want to. Maybe they want. Maybe they're going to create a vanilla server like old school RuneScape. They're going to cut. They're going to cut Nostralarius out of the market, although they weren't actually charging for it. But you know, whatever. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know why they would do that. We know Nemesis plays StarCraft 2. What about 1v1? I guess he'd probably just play 1v1, honestly. He strikes me as the kind of guy who would play 1v1. And you know what? He's pretty... Ooh, what does he play? Yeah, he plays a Protoss. I reckon he plays Protoss, calling it, in StarCraft 2. I'd easy him, obviously.
How many people were on the Nostra whatever server?
I think it was 1 million accounts or so.
Yeah, and they had 15,000 concurrent players.
So I kind of understand why they would do that.
Why?
Yeah, exactly. Because they want people to play real WoW. Because
Exactly.
real
So
WoW
people-
sucks and people don't want to play
no,
it.
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, right? I think a whole bunch of those people will also be subbed to actual WoW as well.
Maybe, but probably a lot of them also unsub because this one's free.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
that's why people play ARG events instead of real Yu-Gi-Oh events. Because Konami doesn't offer cash prizes and ARG does.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's a decent amount of money, but WoW has a lot of subs as well.
Yeah.
And in a lot of respects, it's not actually direct competition with WoW if you think about it, because it may be World of Warcraft, but vanilla is not even close to the same as
No,
Warlords of
nowhere
Draenor.
close.
So,
Yeah, but at the same
Way
different.
time though, like if you're a guy who likes WoW so much that he goes onto the vanilla server and plays that all the time, do you think that like if it's shut down, he won't buy into the old WoW account and start playing that again?
well, I mean,
I don't know. It depends. You know, I think a lot of those people too are just disenfranchised with the way WoW is currently.
Yeah, new WoW is like piss easy.
Or the way it's going, and so they're, hey, I can go back and play old WoW for free. Why even bother, really,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And there's, for those who really like to be completionists, there's a threshold there of where you can eventually complete everything, have best in slot everything, and there's a cap there, right? Some people actually like that sort of thing where they can maximize out on everything, and they don't pay for it. It's free.
free,
Yeah.
and that's pretty good.
I know a friend of mine sold his account once.
In a
And he
WoW
wasn't
account?
even a really big WoW player. He just had like 2 level 80s with not even the best stuff. And I think he sold his account for $400. I was very surprised.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
In the heyday, I'm
I was
sure.
very, very surprised.
Valve.
It was, yeah, it was back in Wrath of the Lich King, I think.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Very, very, very popular then.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that is kind of weird. $400. That's a nice profit.
I mean,
Although-
that's fisting and a little extra.
Yeah.
And then apparently
$400.
this is the bad part, which I was like shaking my hand at him for. Apparently his credit card got charged the next month for the same account
Uh-oh.
because the guy who bought it, I guess, forgot to change that, or didn't change it because he was like whatever.
Yeah, free sub.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's
So
actually
he
pretty
got
funny.
changed. So what he did was he called WoW, said, "Look, this is my credit card. This is my information. This is my
Got
account.
hacked. It got
It
hacked.
got hacked. Somebody got me out of this." So he got his own account back, kept the $400.
Oh!
Wow.
And then you
Wow.
sell the account again, and you
Yeah.
just repeat the
No,
process.
I don't think he did that. I think he was like, "I'm not selling any more accounts because it's a
Oh.
bad idea."
Yeah.
I had friends that did that with RuneScape. They would sell and steal accounts back.
It's pretty bad. It's not a good thing to do.
No, it's not.
No.
But you know, I'll give you.
Both sides
I
of it.
will give RuneScape this: they're unbelievably good at dealing with bots and shit. They have really good bot detection programs. You know, you would not want to be a Mr. Destructoid in RuneScape. They'll
Yeah.
take you down. They'll take you down. Although that there was that one time where they banned loads of innocent people, but that's actually
Hey,
funny.
hasn't that? Never mind.
No.
It's never happened in Guild
No.
Wars 2.
Do innocent people get banned? There was that one guy who posted to the subreddit, and everyone already assumed he was guilty, but actually he was innocent. Yeah. You don't remember that? There was that one guy, and then everyone had said, "Oh yeah, you're a fucking hacker," and he actually wasn't a hacker.
We're joking. Happens far too often.
It happens everywhere. Like, people go to prison and they're innocent.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Any system in which people can do things wrong and think they can get away with it, it's gonna happen.
Yep.
Zach did nothing wrong.
Zach did nothing wrong.
Sure, Zach, we believe you.
Yeah. Bot lives matter. He's just really fast. He had infinite initiative on his thief, and he got to 29 map points in 60 seconds.
Yeah.
He managed to hack the short bow into the jumping puzzle. That's not that implausible, because wasn't there an exploit where you could keep your weapon or something? You could keep your weapon skills. There's something you could do something weird, and you could have weapons and just start killing people.
There are a lot of interesting exploits.
Yeah, like ISPO.
One of the things that really annoys me is the number. We have that tracker now, which is sort of nice, but there's a lot of things that go unfixed for very long periods of time, and that just really annoys me to no end.
Good.
Good.
But that's because they've been working on this massive patch where they're going to fix everything.
It has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
How do you know? It might have everything to do with it.
Yeah, that's true.
It won't. I can already tell you that there's no way they'll fix all the problems and bugs, etc. within the game. I mean, no game will ever be totally bug-free, but there's just some that
Assassin's
go for
Creed
long
is.
periods
What are you
of time.
talking about?
Assassin's Creed?
I don't know anything about Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, no. Isn't that the bug? Didn't they have the faceless one?
Yes.
Yeah. Creepy.
That's a good point, actually. Inks,
We've gotten
cry on
into the
stream.
territory where people don't know if I'm serious or not anymore because I'm so convincing.
No, I know it was serious. I was just pointing out that big bug. What was it? That they had no face? Or
the face texture didn't load. It was just eyeballs and mouths.
Jesus. That's disgusting.
Makes for a good zombie game.
Yeah. I could see a mod for that.
Assassin Zombie.
Apparently there is a map pack that lets you enter dungeons, so they didn't actually take them out of the game, Kipo. Well, I mean, if you guys have been paying attention to Twitch, you'll see Nike getting that cash money in those dungeons yesterday.
Yay.
Cash money in all caps, so dungeons are alive.
What?
You don't seem very enthusiastic, Brazil.
No.
No.
Should I be?
No,
I mean,
not really.
Cash money.
People go do dungeons, alright.
That is true. Some
It's
people
good,
some people in Seoul do dungeons as well, actually.
Sure, I don't care. I don't want to do them because I did a Rock Path 4 the other day with Nikki and with Pugs, and I was expecting it to be horrible. We had people that just had never done the dungeon before. They had 3,000 achievement points. A Raw Path 4, that's a big fucking deal. A Raw Path 4 that used to take people 3 hours to do, and we went in. And I was just playing dumb Condi Necro, and the structures in there don't even take Condi damage still. But we just went in, it cleared everything on the first try. No one died or even really went down, aside to the two hard trash pulls. No one went down or died at Lupicus. Because he just put down a corrosive poison cloud or a feedback every 2 seconds, and we one-shot Lupicus in under 2 minutes. It's just they're just easy. I mean, I think it maybe took us 40 minutes or an hour or something to do. It was just a walk in the park. It's relaxing.
Does Wilax, Tego Streama, and Disiret now have to commit seppuku?
Why?
Seppuku. Because they have a Feels Bad Man with a gun on it that doesn't render the Feels Bad Man.
I'm pretty sure Feels Bad Man isn't an emote.
Oh,
really?
You don't have better Twitch TV. Do you know better Twitch TV?
No,
I don't.
Oh, you need to get it. You're missing out on so much.
What does that do?
Feels Bad Man is a Pepe, sad Pepe.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Don't need it.
And so is Gachigasm.
Oh.
So wait, what? Have you not? Wait, Brazil, you haven't been seeing Gashigasm this entire
No.
time. You just thought it was
No.
like a phrase.
I don't.
I thought it was a Twitch thing, the Feels Bad Man, because you say it all the time, but doesn't
How can
work
I
for
not
me.
have better Twitch TV? Because the only thing I use Twitch for is watching Mighty Teapot on fucking Sundays when we do tea time.
There you go.
Gachigasm is another thing I don't have.
Yeah. You don't even have Vape Nation.
Could
No.
not even be
Nation.
bothered.
It's like Facebook telling me I can have all these smileys, and I just don't care. Whatever.
Same.
Wow. There you go.
Nimcorn. So
No,
yeah,
he's not a Nim
probably
sub fucking noob. Well, neither am I, but oh well.
No, I've never watched Jebro on Twitch. I don't even know who Jebro is.
Wow.
that's not true. I know that's a lie because I saw you donated money to him once.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, sell out. Wait,
I
no.
donated money and I said, have a beer.
Have a
Jebro's a
beer?
cool guy.
Did he have a beer?
I don't know, probably.
I bet
A
you he
root
put that
beer.
into a savings fund and just to screw you.
It's fine too. I donated money to Dante on Christmas. He sounded really fucking depressed and I felt bad for him. What a
Wow.
surprise. Brazil felt bad for someone.
That is actually, especially Dante.
God damn. Yeah, I don't know.
God damn it, we shouldn't mention him, otherwise he's gonna come after us again.
If
No!
you say it 3 times.
Yeah, if you
Christmas
summon
with
him.
Dante.
Did he come after you guys once?
He got really offended by us like joking about him.
Yeah.
No.
But I don't know. I have for the longest time. I should have fucking learned the lesson after I got expelled from high school because I asked a girl to prom and she said no. So I said I was going to kill her, and the
Jesus.
cops got called and I got expelled. You
fuck?
think I would have learned that people just don't have my sense of humor, but
Probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You should never do
just
that,
don't
Brazil.
fucking care.
That's not a good idea.
Whatever. If people want to get triggered, they get triggered.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So you got expelled?
Twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I thought it would be a good idea to, go to college. And then I don't know why I didn't just figure that the education system is not built for people like me. I should have figured that out a whole lot sooner. But
Wow.
oh well.
There you
There
go.
you go.
There's another story time. Story
Yeah.
time with Brazil. Yet
More
again.
story time.
Catfish
I have
have no
lots
sense of
stories.
humor. I'm told catfish have no sense of humor. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure you guys have just been trolling me with this catfish shit because he doesn't look anything like a catfish. Fuck you guys.
No,
I don't
no
even
idea
know.
what you're talking about.
And neither
There
do
was
I,
there was
really.
an old
Neither do
movie
I,
with
really.
Dante, never. Just don't worry about it.
I won't, don't worry. See, you guys should just ask us questions or something.
Yeah.
Because honestly, we have nothing to talk about here. We're just waiting for the 19th to come out, and then we'll have something to talk about next week.
Hopefully.
So honestly, what you should do now is, I might as well use this opportunity to sell out. Simply press the follow button, wait a week, and then you can watch then. We'll have something to talk about. That would be great. Boom. There we go. Wait.
Just
No,
Invite-
he wasn't liked much. I didn't know that.
Invite
Deborah.
Dante to tea time.
We already tried that, and he did not want to come.
No, he said he actually would, but it may have been facetious.
Was it in? It's hard to tell sarcasm.
What does
in
he do
the
now?
internet?
I don't know.
Honest question. Does
I-
he still
I-
stream
I-
Isn't he
stuff?
kind
Have a
of?
job?
Isn't he kind of a multi-game stream now? If I recall
If he
correctly.
if he was smart, yeah. You have to be, really.
Are you saying that people who exclusively stream Guild Wars 2 are idiot sinks? Is that
I'm
what you're
saying that
Nemesis has been saying that for a long time.
I'm saying that if unless you're some pro like League of Legends player, you should probably play more than one game. You should probably stream more than one game if you actually want to grow an audience and such.
There you go. This tea time's really got it all. You got story time with Brazil. You got dungeons. You got fractals.
Ask me about more stories. I'll tell anything. Just take a shot and ask something random. I probably have a story about it.
So do you have a what's it called? A restrainment order? Restrainment order?
I don't.
Okay.
I have helped people out that did have restraining orders.
Help them how?
That's probably
Help them
stuff I
how?
shouldn't talk about.
By
Oh, boy.
breaking the restraining order. Um,
Okay, no more story time
Wait.
with Brazil for today. I think he had too much of that Jim Beam.
incrimination time with Brazil.
My first sex story. Well,
Jeez.
it happened when I was 14 years old, and I realized I had hands.
What? Yeah, up until that point, you had no idea.
Yeah, that's what happens when you grow up in a Southern Baptist home. You're
He did
told
everything
like
with his
you,
feet.
you have no idea. You don't know about any of that until you just figure it out one day.
Oh shit!
God.
What? What the fuck is this? Hands. Amazing.
Wow.
I messaged the wooden statue guy from yesterday, and he was indeed wooden potatoes. But
Wooden statue.
didn't he just tell you that? I mean, he has a similar name, but I don't think it's wooden potatoes.
Pretty sure it's not.
I
I was
don't.
gonna say you can just go look at Wooden Potato stream and see his character names and
Yeah, it's
whatever.
not.
He doesn't hide
know.
them.
I don't think
Oh,
it was him.
Modgemoth meant first with a female. Well, you mean this one?
Eh. Wow.
The first girl I seriously dated, her mom was a stripper, and her dad was an abusive alcoholic. So you can imagine what that was like.
A
He
mess.
dated for 2 years.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Brazil. Do you have any regrets? Jesus. That's a fucking weird
Yes,
question.
I have one. I have
is
one
it?
regret. Only one. So when I was
Being
a
mean
kid,
to me.
oh, I don't care. This is actually when I was a kid. There was this weird kid that lived next door to my friends, and like I had him over to my house one day. We'd kind of just like invite him over because we liked to fuck with him. It was honestly pretty terrible, but we had a trampoline and we were out jumping on the trampoline, and my little sister came on the trampoline and she, I guess, wanted to have fun and hang out and stuff too. And she like bounced into the kid and the kid hit her and knocked her down. And I remember thinking like, do I kill this guy or do I just not do anything? I didn't do anything. I should have just beat the shit out of him, honestly.
That's your regret?
Yeah.
that you didn't make
I didn't
him?
just beat the shit out of him because that's my sister. Like he just hit her. Why? I don't know why I didn't just knock his head off.
Knock his head off. Let's see. What
Like
do you...
realistically, experiencing dumb shit and having dumb shit happen to you, and doing dumb shit, it forges you into something, and you learn lessons, and you become hardened to particular things. So I don't think there's any reason to regret it. I don't know.
Okay. Do you think the leaked patch notes are real?
Me or
Well,
just all?
just everyone. I mean,
At first, I really didn't think so because they have that line at the top that says, "Change AOE cap in all caps?" Question mark? It's just like
it doesn't
Yeah.
read like patch notes to me. It doesn't read like
No.
ArenaNet patch
No.
notes.
No, it reads more like
Wish list.
Yeah.
Trying to roleplay as leaked patch
yeah,
notes.
it does read like a wish list, especially that change AOE cap. But there's one line in there that got me questioning it, and it was like somewhere in the middle where it goes, "You've all seen this before, but I'll just elaborate a little bit for the people who haven't seen it yet." Makes me think that it could be sent to like internal testers or something.
right.
Yeah. It feels like it came from somebody that was like in a meeting or something, assuming it like actually turns out to be real. I mean,
But
there
if-
have been like real leaked patch notes before. So
Yeah. But if it is real, we still have no idea when it was sent internally
exactly.
to somebody. So it could be nothing to do with this
Completely different.
patch. It could
Yeah.
be like something that was thought about a long time ago, and
Sure.
yeah. So like the change AOE cap might be something that's like already rejected or something, and all the other stuff as well.
Yep. I mean, I think... honestly, because there's so many predictions within it, I'm pretty sure at least one of those things will come true, and then people go, "Ha-ha! It was real the entire time!"
Yeah.
I mean...
Or
who
maybe
knows?
parts of it because it could have been a really early internal test or
That's true.
something.
Yeah,
Who knows?
that is true.
People are giggling text testers.
I know, that's forehead, actually.
is that for it?
Forehead and Ming Lee.
So what's Ellie Giggle? I'm bad at Twitch.
Oh, okay. This is Ellie Giggle. There's Ellie Giggle.
Oh, okay. They look very similar.
Do they though?
What?
They do.
Okay.
It's all somebody's laughing face. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Have I played Wellomancer in PvP? I have not, no. Because Reaper is with dagger stuff. What the fuck? Well, you know, it's funny you should say that because this is actually what I used to play in Stronghold. So I guess technically yes. So yeah, that is I have.
Used to play it in World vs. World.
Hmm. So yes, I have actually played that. It was really good because you could blind the guards and stop them killing the scrits.
I'm
But
with
that-
you, Bootspur. I'm bad at the
Same.
Twitch memes.
But in
Yeah, I'm really
Conquest, not in Conquest, no. Yeah, people
The
always.
good thing
on,
about Feels Bad Man
yeah.
is that even though I can't see it, I know what it means.
Sure.
It feels bad, man. It's descriptive.
Can you see it now?
No.
No, we didn't download it.
Why
I'm
not?
not gonna download that shit.
I don't have time for that.
Just a Chrome extension. PJ Salt doesn't work. Oh my god. PJ Salt doesn't work. What happened to it?
Oh no.
Yeah, they killed PJ.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's actually pretty sad. Let's see, what is going on here? Wellomancer was a thing when Shoutbow was present, and nothing condition worked. Memomancer. Is the treadmill just for show, or are you actually losing weight, you beautiful
No,
piece
I
of
like.
meat kappa?
I get on it and like watch a couple TV shows and just walk for a while.
That's smart to do. Like if you're wasting time just watching TV shows,
Yeah,
might as well.
that's why it's here and why it's taking up half of my room instead of somewhere that's more practical. And I have a really long ass cord for these headphones. Inks has the same one, he knows. It's literally like 12 feet long, so it's perfect.
Yeah. You get your money's worth with the Audio Technicas.
These
Oh my
headphones are
God.
pretty good.
They did PJ Saul a capital IT to try to troll
Oh, yeah, you got me. You got me good, guys. You got me
Just
Oh,
good.
like-
speaking of
you. Just
that-
like those Reddit
Yeah,
guys who,
those-
oh my
those
god.
Reddit, the fake blog post.
So
That was really good.
That was actually, that was a very nice meme. That was
Yeah,
well
one of
done.
the creators
that's
tweeted it to
something
me and I was like,
I was literally like
Stop.
pulling my hair out trying to figure out how I didn't catch that because of my synesthesia. That would be something that I would just like immediately see. And it was because someone linked it to me on Twitter and they capitalized the I instead of putting an L in it. Because like whenever like I figured out what happened, I saw the two I's in the title. It just popped.
Yep,
I was like, okay.
exactly. So I retracted my retweet when I saw the two.
Yeah.
That was the top.
Wait, wait, did you got pranked, Boots? Are you kidding me?
For 32 seconds.
32 seconds, alright.
The thing was retweeted because somebody sent a link to me. One of the creators sent a link to me directly.
Yeah, me too.
And and I looked at it and I was like, okay, this looks accurate. This not accurate. This looks like a real page. So I retweeted it and then I read it and I was like, this sounds not right. This doesn't sound like something they would do. And then I retracted the retweet when I saw it was Guide Wars.
Guide Wars 2.
Yeah.
That stuff like that like never makes it through the color filter ever.
Yeah.
The color filter is a wonderful thing to have. It's beautiful. I don't know how people live without it. Oh my god, this is story time. So
Story time.
synesthesia is a thing where particular senses get crossed in your brain. So like there are a lot of people that have it with like sound and colors where like particular musical notes cause like a sensation of seeing a particular color. Like it's very difficult to explain to people and like there are types of it that I don't understand and people like don't understand the sort that I have. I don't know how common it is or whatever. Anyways, I see numbers and letters and colors. So this made fucking paint by numbers the biggest annoying bullshit. Like you guys, if you've been to second grade, you know what paint by numbers is.
Yes. So you're like
it's like a picture and it's cut up into segments and like you have numbers in each of the little squares or whatever and then you have a key at the bottom that's like 1 is blue, 2 is whatever. And none of the keys ever matched
Were
up
lined
with
up.
how I saw the goddamn numbers. So like I would literally be painting and like
Ugh.
all of the water in a picture, like if it was like a fish jumping out
To
of
you is
all of the
supposed to-
water's like red. So I literally have teachers like calling my parents like, your son is coloring in blood rivers and like shit, and he's disturbed and he needs help. And like my parents were just like, he's just weird, whatever, it's fine. And like I don't know, like I apparently I caught on to it one day because like my mom asked me about a football jersey. She's like, "Why'd you pick that number?" I said, "Because it's red and purple. It looks cool." And she was just like, "What?"
What? So, but hold on a second, though. That does mean that for the paint by numbers, yes, it was frustrating, but you also made sure you didn't follow the instructions in any way, shape, or
No,
form.
I would just fuck it up because like all of the
Oh.
other kids would do it perfectly, and like 15 out of my 30 squares would have like 3 colors on top of it.
Because you'd forget that it's
Trying
down
to-
here that
exactly.
you're supposed to be.
Disaster.
Exactly. It was a mess. It was like that. I should have just dropped out of school in 2nd grade and not had to get expelled from high school twice.
Oh.
School is not for people like me. It's just not. It's not.
It sounds to me, though, that the synesthesia coloring is unrelated to the reason you were expelled one of those times.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's probably just where all the anger started building up. Well, it was before that, so I don't know. Having a gun pulled on you when you're 4 years old does a lot to a kid.
That is so. Yeah, I'd like to hear that story. What's up with that?
I lived in a really bad part of Dallas growing up, and my mom was pushing me.
Who pulls a
into
gun on a
school.
4-year-old?
People who were probably drug addicts and really desperate for money, and they see a mom with a kid in the stroller, and it's an easy target. Like they're not going to.
Okay, so it wasn't that you were alone and someone was trying to
No.
intimidate a 4-year-old.
No,
But-
4-year-olds don't carry around wallets. So
Yeah. Okay.
Or
Just
do they?
dump
Maybe
shit.
you were mature at a young age
yeah,
with regards to money.
I mean, I kind of had to be at some point. When stuff like that happens, you don't have a choice. You have to grow up. So
Some people even hear colors. Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
like ears, except eyes. Wow. There you go. Oh no, Kappa doesn't work. Oh no.
Wait, how do they do that?
Doesn't work, guys. Oh wait, the bot just posted a Kappa. How is this possible? Encyclopedia. You know, that will be a good link. That will be a good link. What does it say?
Is it going to be a screamer?
Oh, I don't doubt it, actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Legendary armor, is that still happening? Yes.
Yes, it is. We don't
Yes,
know
is the
when.
answer.
We have no idea when. Well,
Slowly but surely throughout the raids.
Not until we get the 3rd raid wing at the very least.
Well, yeah, exactly. At the very least. So, suppose
Probably further than that.
Yeah. We'll finally get our full set of legendary armor once 6 raids are released, full raids.
because you're going to get a whole set, but with the fractal thing, the fractal backpack was just a precursor for ages.
Right.
So
That's true.
you know,
You think they're going to do
Legendary
precursors for
For
Definitely.
what?
legendary armor? Yeah.
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 It says it. It literally, if you go mouse over the chest, it says that.
Oh, you need a precursor, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it says it gives you the Envoy armor, like the Envoy 1 armor.
Mm.
And there's like Envoy 2 and Envoy 3.
Okay.
I'm hoping what happens is that the 3rd raid wing comes out and it unlocks, and then after you get the precursor armor from the achievements, you can just finish the legendary armor.
What would
Because
be the
I
incentive to
don't-
do?
I don't want to wait for other raid wings to
Yeah.
come out. I
I
don't want
agree
to
with you
wait.
there.
I don't
I
want to
don't-
wait another year to have legendary armor.
I don't
I
know
agree
that
with
you're
you.
going to have to, but I don't think it's going to be as simple as just.
Oh,
here's
no,
your
for sure
precursor.
not.
It'll be some convoluted thing where you need the inscription, the whatever. the
No,
hell it's
sure.
called, and-
I just hope that the raid wing, like after you unlock the first Envoy armor and you get it,
Oh yeah.
then you can just do shit and like it's not
I hope so,
locked
too.
behind future raids.
It'd be
'Cause
nice,
I
but
don't
then-
want to. I just don't want to wait that long.
I agree. Of course, I wouldn't want to wait that long either. But what would be the incentive then for the future raid wings? If
Hello?
Other sets of armor.
other sets of armor, you think that's
Other
gonna,
skins, ascended gear, tokens,
Maybe that'll happen.
infusions.
maybe that'll happen? maybe.
We will get an idea of how shitty the legendary armor will be when we see what hoops we need to finish the Fractals of the Mist back piece. Well, we'll find out that soon, I guess.
And quite honestly, it'll probably be worse than that, even though they said it shouldn't be any worse than crafting one weapon. But
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
We shall see.
I put that out of my mind a long time ago. Like I'm gonna get.
I remember when you said you didn't want legendary armor.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't want it. I mean, like I can't even imagine myself using the skin for it because I like how my necromancer looks. So and that's another problem. Like I love my warrior. My warrior is my most played class. I have over 3,000 hours on it. I love it. But I like necromancer probably like I don't know, the most currently I play it and like people like to see guides for it. I like making guides for it, whatever. I like necromancer a whole lot. I'm really split on what armor I want to get because I want heavy and I want light, and there's no way in hell I'm making both. I don't even know if it'll be possible to make both because I think you only like unless that's what they do, unless each raid that comes out you can make another set of legendary armor with it, so that way you can get multiple weights. That would actually make a whole lot of sense. Is you can do a light, you can do a medium, and then you can do a heavy. And after all three are done, then ArenaNet can stop making raids because it's only for 1% of the population, and a whole lot of people hate them. So there we go.
Yeah, but that would take that's going to take a while, though.
Sure.
Do you not think it would be different legendary armors, or do you think it'd just be the same one? Just give you another one.
I think it would be fine both ways.
I think it is going to be very interesting how they do this, because legendary armor, unless they do something with runes, it's going to be purely for the skin. There's going to be no real difference in terms of convenience.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But then again, I mean, if you think about it, there's no real convenience with legendary weapons either, because suppose you want to switch the stats over to, from a dagger from power to condition or something. Say you want to use it on your necro instead of on your elementalist. Then you still have a sigil of air or sigil of force, which is worthless for condition damage.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It doesn't really make any difference. So I don't think they're going to do anything with that. But it would be cool if they did, but they won't. So there you go.
I mean, to me that has value, but I can understand why for most people it doesn't. Sure, don't get me wrong. It sucks to have to change my rune or sigil because those are expensive. A number of them are anyway, but.
Maybe they'll make it so that you can only make one set of legendary armor from the first raid wing.
Well, yeah, I mean that's pretty much what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
I would think.
Yeah, so that if you want to have all three types of legendary armor, you have to do all three raid wings.
Not all three raid wings, or just all three raids.
All three raids, sorry, yeah.
Oh, I thought I just said that 45 seconds ago.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't listening to you. I rarely do, actually, Bristol. I gotta be honest with you.
Whoa!
90% of the time you talk, I just
your ears are about as big as your nose, so what's the problem?
Well, because of the things you say.
Are your glasses clamp down on them? Can you just not see that poorly that you have to glue your glasses to the fucking side of your head and it cuts off your sinuses? What?
Sorry, what? I wasn't listening.
I know, because you've got your thing in and you're probably just fucking playing Minecraft again, just drowning everything out. You hate Guild Wars 2 and you're Canadian and you're just up there on your high horse, just a Mountie, fucking riding around.
He's just a Mountie.
You don't want to get into a war with me. I'll fucking eat your pale skin and shit it out.
Wow.
Sorry, what?
Calling the cops. Gonna get you expelled, Brazil. Expelled from the internet. The real question is, what's the grind gonna be like? Like an entire set is equal to the grind of one weapon or 3 weapons? I'd probably say 2 weapons. Because, with legendary...
they said it would be like one weapon. That's what they said.
Did they?
One heart... Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
when did they say that?
That was a long time ago. That was when we first started hearing information about Heart of Thorns. So like a year ago, they had said... I'll have to find the source for you, but they did mention at some point that the legendary armor, all 6 pieces, should be the equal to, or will be the equal to, making a legendary weapon.
That's very interesting. That seems quite disproportionate, actually.
Yep.
And so it's just going to be, Gift of Fortune and then Gift of legendary armor.
No, they don't use the gift of fortune. They use the like gift of condensed
Oh,
one,
yeah. They do
which
the other
is
thing.
it's
don't
literally
they?
like twice as much.
Is it? Isn't it?
Yeah,
Is
it
it?
is. You
Really?
use 2 of them.
Yeah,
2
but
of each.
2 of each, but they're both 100 instead of 250, aren't they?
They're 100 of the T6, and then they're like
Yeah.
a stack of the rest of them.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
Oh.
like the T5 and the T4 and the T3.
Alright. Okay, I haven't been paying. I haven't even looked at that shit, honestly. I was under the impression it was actually slightly less, but never mind.
Are you okay over there, Boots?
No, you
I'm still
triggered
trying to
him,
pay
man.
attention. I've been reading chat and then trying to go back. It's tough. It's tough to do 2 things at the same time.
I thought you're an engineer. I thought you're supposed to
Oh,
be
yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's why you're unemployed,
legendary
right?
insights. How many legendary insights do you think it's going to be?
I don't know. I hope it's
yeah.
80 because that's how many I have now.
Stack.
A stack.
A stack.
A stack.
That's the grind right there.
You know that one honestly. You say that and then laugh, but is that really that unlikely?
No.
It better not be a stack. Come on.
It could be though.
It'll honest to God probably be like 10.
But
I think it'll be.
It could be a lot.
I think it'll be like 50 to. I think it'll be about 50.
I might
50?
just honestly keep them all and not
50?
make the armor, so I can just keep pinging them in pugs.
Might be 250. What?
It could be
Is there anything
250.
you could spend?
250 sounds like
Legendary-
I don't know.
Sounds like a
250
lot. It probably
sounds
is a
like
lot.
Spend the
like-
insights on? Other
Is
than
there
on?
anything you could spend them on now?
It'd be nice if you could convert them to
No.
tokens or something. Like that'd be cool.
Nothing to do with them right now. So Neok is saying like it'll be 60, like 10 per piece of armor, maybe.
Maybe 25
No,
per piece of
I don't
armor.
think it would be That's if it's 10 per piece of armor. That's considering that you don't get a full box full of armor. That's like then you have to craft each individually.
That's
So
not that
pro-
unreasonable, though, is it?
25 per piece, maybe. I don't.
That means you get 6 different
250.
precursors.
I hope it's not a full stack. That's
No,
that's
it
crazy.
comes out as a box. You don't
Yeah,
have
that's
to,
what I'm
as a
saying.
box,
So it wouldn't be 10 per because if it's a box.
No,
it's-
he's just breaking it down math wise. It'll be
Sure.
it'll just be
Okay.
60, but
all right.
I think it'll probably be 250 or 100.
I
That's what they usually do.
don't have a problem with either of those.
You might be right with 100, actually. I think you could be right with 100. That's a kind of an ArenaNet number, isn't it? That they like.
I
to
mean
use.
it won't come out till after 3 raid wings. That'll be 9 bosses probably.
Yeah.
Neok
Nine-
says
nine
that
bosses
there's
up
actually an
front.
answer in the AMA that the precursors all come in a box and you craft each final piece individually. Okay. If that's true, then that explains a lot.
Yeah, so you get 9 things per week. Well, yeah, you're Brazil. Will you have 100 by the time Raid Wing 3 is out? Yes, you will, won't you?
Probably.
Probably, almost certainly, actually.
I have 80 something now. I think
Yeah.
I have 82.
Yeah. So that would make sense. So if you've done more or less every raid until then, you should be able to craft it immediately. So 100 is looking likely. There you go. Prediction is down. 100 insights.
Well, no, I won't be able to craft it immediately because it's going to take dumb map completion shit that I haven't done and I don't want to do.
That is.
It might be 10 per now,
Realistically,
though, actually.
probably won't do. So
It might be 10 per now that he's saying that it comes in a box, because then you use the 10 for each.
Well, the more I think about it, 10 sounds too low.
Yeah.
25 per piece would make it 150 for
that
a
sounds
full
right.
set.
Maybe it's
Might be
20
even
then.
higher than that.
It's probably 18 and a half.
18
Price
and a
of
half.
ship is 50
I just want it to cost gold because I've been actually saving up gold. I have like 650 gold. LOL, Brazil's poor, whatever. But
You got
I just
12.
I just want to buy it and just get it done with. I don't want to do shit. I have done too much shit in Heart of Thorns already. I've killed myself, ruined the game for myself. I just want to get the armor and be finished.
So ArenaNet Andrew M said that you need 1 gift of craftsmanship to upgrade each piece of the final set. They're still working on balance, but if you raid regularly and successfully, you should have enough to complete your armor without having to go back and grind more insights.
Okay.
So we're looking
So-
at about the 100 mark then, probably, or 80 or something.
On
maybe.
the upper end, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would probably say regularly and successfully is probably only assuming like maybe 2 boss kills per week per 1 raid wing per week. I don't think they're gonna go like 3 boss kills for every wing that's out.
It also very much hinges on when the legendary armor is available.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Too.
Because if you raid regularly for the next 2 years, you'll have a lot of legendary tokens for crafting later. Yeah.
What do we think about the DDoS claims last week in pro leagues?
They're probably justified and probably real.
Really?
Probably.
Because it's not unheard of at all to hear about players getting DDoSed in video games.
Oh, that is true for sure.
Like, you can watch a theme on every single stream he does getting DDoSed. Like, it just, like, that happens to League of Legends players. Like, Team Solo Mid literally has to, like, move houses because people just find out where they are and send them pizzas and, like, death threats and just DDoS them all day long. So... I don't know. It's
Jeb,
nothing new.
What exactly happened though? Like Jeb, if nobody else knows, maybe you could type it in chat.
Well, what happened is there is a grace period if someone disconnects. Like I think it's 2 minutes into a game, they can restart the match. And so, like 15 seconds after the grace period had passed, like this person they just disconnected both times. They just like started running into a wall and they dropped out of the game. And they lost because of it. And then there was a forum post afterward that said after the games were done, after they had lost, the lag was gone. There was no lag before. Like there was nothing. It only happened like right after the grace period was over during the game.
So, but does that mean that somebody has Frostball's IP?
I mean,
Very
that's
likely.
not a hard thing to figure out.
It's not. I mean,
He could have.
It could
if
be
he
Skype,
thought that.
Skype or
Yeah,
something.
I mean,
Skype, absolutely.
You can
I was
just
gonna say,
straight
did-
pull
did
an
he
IP
think-
from Skype.
Did he realize afterwards that he was getting? I guess that he was getting DDoS because you can change your IP pretty quickly.
I mean, yeah, but I
Was
don't know
it-
how that interacts with like ESL wire and shit.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I don't know.
Who was Vermilion playing against at the time?
I don't know because I don't know who any of the teams or players are.
Yeah, that's a big one, by the way. That Rom and Denchi moved back to TCG for now.
I guess I'm a TCG fan again then.
Yeah,
'cause-
Rom's the best.
Warhead.
Yeah, big fan of Rom. So
They're playing against TCG. Yeah.
Oh, it was versus TCG. So, are we saying that somebody from TCG manipulated it, or
Not
I mean, it could've
entirely
been a-
possible. Yeah, a fan.
could have been a fan, or yeah. could've been anything.
or maybe one of the two people that are getting kicked off TCG to accept Rom and Denchi?
Oh.
Maybe he did on purpose. Maybe he got paid to throw.
Yeah, it's entirely. Yeah, it is possible, but I mean, that's one hell of a claim. Or maybe DDoSed himself in order to cast some shade on TCG. It's just shit conspiracy. The
Bottom line
Illuminati.
is it's esports and Guild Wars 2, and realistically, like only 15 people care about it. So.
Wow, you're gonna trigger Jebro.
Yeah,
Oh no!
Wait, what is
I
this?
thought it was kind
I'm gonna make Jebro
Does it?
start smoking again.
Does it like I give a duck about
Don't do
your
it,
chat
Jebro.
experience?
Don't do it.
DCG, so that would be Duck Civilized Gentlemen.
Don't call it esport. It's the esports leagues. It's
What?
ESL. What
But
am I
it's-
supposed to
what the
call
fuck?
it?
Oh my god.
Sports.
Guild War 2 sports. What?
It's harder
Vape
to say.
Nation. Jebro's changed after he vaped. Look,
Yeah.
he's Vape Nation. Let's put Vape Nation in chat.
I love it. I
Unbelievable.
love it.
Yeah. Guild Wars 2 sports. Wow. Wow.
of. Wasn't he former Orange?
Another nail in the coffin of Guild Wars 2 esports. Oh, them damn DDoSers. Ruining esports. But yeah, don't do DDoSing. That's annoying.
Were Vermilion winning or losing at the time?
Well, seeing as it was
I
both
don't- I
games,
don't-
they would have
No.
nothing,
They
right?
lost. I
Yeah.
don't know if they were winning or losing when it was happening. I don't remember.
Well, if it happened both times, then surely it would have been 0-0. Then one guy DC, then they may have
No,
well.
They-
No,
they
because
all
it's
had-
2 minutes, over 2 minutes into the game, each game.
Yeah. But didn't you say it
So-
happened twice?
in two different games.
In 2 different games. All right. Okay. They were winning. Uh-oh.
Oh, they were winning.
They were winning
Okay, so
hard
then
as well.
I doubt that it was them throwing the game, or like pretending to go out too late.
Do you know what throwing the game is?
Yeah, I'm saying that if they were losing both times, they could do it just afterwards, after the 2 minutes, and make it look like they were getting DDoSed.
Sure.
And create drama saying blah blah blah. But if they were winning, then
They were winning there.
it doesn't make sense.
Oh shit. The conspiracy.
That kind of
is
sucks
real.
then. Kind of really sucks, to be quite honest.
Well, let's see. Funny thing is, Pro League currently gets the most viewership on the Guild Wars 2 Twitch channel, FYI. But what else does Guild Wars 2 stream, as in on their actual channel?
Guild chat?
I mean,
Guild Chat.
and the Community Spotlight on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I mean, these shows are all well and good, but the thing about Pro League is, one, it doesn't happen very particularly often, so obviously you've got hype. And also, it is a big event, relatively speaking. I mean, Guild Chat happens every week, and they don't particularly have a lot to talk about currently. So, it's kind of...
I mean, yeah, those
big
shows,
viewers?
those types of shows, pick up a lot more viewers when there's an expansion to be talked about, or whatever.
Yeah, goes high.
When Guild Chat was seeing pretty, I mean, for Guild Wars 2, it was seeing big numbers when it was, Heart of Thorns.
Talking about the expansion, yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
Hype! But yeah, I actually don't doubt that. I would probably say. So it's a bad thing if it gets few viewers? I mean, no. There's nothing wrong with Pro League getting 3 viewers. In fact, it's great.
Hey, I'd like 3K viewers.
Yeah.
TeaTime would like 3K viewers.
I would like 3K viewers.
I mean, it is impressive. It's
Let's
3K
get
viewers.
those
That's
bots
more
in
than
here.
Yeah, get the bots. Bring all the bots in.
it's more than every other Guild Wars 2 stream out there, right? So
Of course.
Unless Soda Poppin plays.
Yeah, unless
Forsen plays.
Unless you can pull Soda Poppin away from his playing, online crappy poker.
what if Soda
Blackjack,
Poppin
whatever he plays.
joined
What, is Soda
the
Poppin a
ESL team?
fiend now?
Oh, he just
He
plays on
plays-
stream sometimes. He plays blackjack on
Yeah.
stream and shit. And loses
Terrible.
money.
Terrible.
Man, I'd
So,
love to talk about
You can
blackjack.
go watch Jay Carver if you want to watch a real poker pro and actually watch somebody win money. Know what he's doing.
If you, Jeb, you should convince Soda Poppin to become a PvP,
No.
because then
No.
it's just together. You get
I like Guild Wars too, so let's not bring him back in.
who is Soda
KK,
Poppin? I've never actually watched any of his streams.
just a big variety streamer. Wait,
You're absolutely
KKK
true. He doesn't need to play
viewers?
games.
What?
He's just popular.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't really need to do anything. He just needs to stream. And, good job. sir.
Unbanned Crip is another
Yeah.
piece of cancer we don't need.
Oh, I
Crip?
think Ring-
Not a big fan?
Aru-
Not a big fan. No,
Yeah. No?
not the biggest. No.
Fair enough. Nobody watches when someone wins money inks. Everyone likes when a player loses, of course, yeah.
Sure, but the poker pros lose money too, and they lose on the thousands of dollars when they lose. Not a
Oh.
couple $100 or whatever.
Are those cards, Brazil? I think they're cards. Are you going to do magic trick?
What?
Are you going to do a magic trick? Are those cards? No. Packs of cards?
I'm just getting them to nostalgia for a little
Someone's
bit.
very jealous. Yeah, totally
jealous?
jealous. Me,
Jealous of what? Why?
because I don't like
Of
soda
my
poppin.
big-
He's
preparing
jealous
them.
of Soda and Crip. Oh!
Yeah, I am.
Oh!
Absolutely.
I'm fucking... Oh, there we go.
I mean, if you're really gonna
He's
watch
all
somebody go
stuck.
play poker, go watch Jake Carver.
Shit.
Yeah.
Crip did nothing wrong. Yeah,
Crip did nothing
absolutely.
wrong. He exploited, didn't he? Right? Or something?
No, well, yes, he did. The bigger problem that Guild Wars 2 had with him at the time was that I don't know how many
Just-
people he had
was a
watching.
negative Nancy.
Well, he had a couple thousand people watching, I think, and he was showing people how to do the poppers exploit back in the day.
Poppers?
Yeah. Yeah, you could I forget what it was exactly. You could make poppers and then sell it to the vendor for more than it cost to buy the materials or whatever it was.
Hold on. I gotta see if I can get one now.
Somebody in chat will have the actual real reason or whatever, but he was showing other people.
Yeah, how to exploit on
The
stream.
current exploit on stream. That's what I did.
I haven't taken these cards out in like literally years. I have so many decks of awesome cards. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
I really like these arcane cards.
Ooh.
These ones are sick.
Ooh. It was just a way to convert karma to gold, apparently. But
Yeah,
in an
this was
exploity
too.
way. What, that card?
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, I think we've kind of exhausted everything.
Have we?
Have we? Or have we not?
Unless there's more questions. I don't think there's more questions.
I think there is.
Jay Carver is a professional poker player.
Nice.
Yeah.
Someone he was asking.
There you go.
Mhm.
Just like Athene, am I right, Brazil?
This poker name was like, what are you doing, Boots?
Pick a card, any card.
Oh, are you gonna do a Hindu force?
Hindu Force.
What?
And I can see it in the camera, so it doesn't really work.
Hindu forces are pretty fun.
5 of hearts.
Yeah. A Hindu force, so you stack a card, you control a card to the bottom, and then a Hindu force is you take, it's fucking hard to show on this. Let me try to come around this way. You hold it like this, remember the cards on the bottom, yeah? And you pull the middle out, and you bring them off the top, and you just say stop, and then you just pop it up. And you do it really quick while you're talking to somebody. Like, you have to keep them engaged, so they don't really pay attention to what they see you moving the cards, and they're like, oh, okay, he's doing shit. Kind of like false cuts, where like you can false cut a deck really fucking easily. That was bad because I haven't done it in a million years, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like that, only it's easier the way I do it. But it looks really set up when you start it off. So like, whatever. And
Sure.
you have to hold it in a certain way, basically. And you just go like that, and you slide it with your thumb, just like that, onto the, wherever you pull it out. So even though it's hard to see, it looks like you're trying to pull something when you're doing it. So
Yeah. I wonder if I can. False cuts are pretty fun to learn. So we have what is this?
that's the only trick I know, by the way.
It's not a trick. It's a card force, and you use that for you force.
It's an illusion.
It's a
Oh.
mechanic.
Magic.
Anyways, so you have your cards, you have your shit on the top, and you can get to where you can do this with like one hand. It's really difficult, but you can split them, and then you just do a bunch of shit. You stack that back on the top. You have this one over in this other hand, and you just drop it to the bottom, and it looks like you did shit, but you're back on the top still. So my finesse is gone with all of this stuff because I quit doing it when I was like, I don't know, 18, but
Dark Magician
I still
Brazil.
have what Dark Magician?
Dark Magician
Which one's-
Brazil.
Which one do you want to see? Oh, I am Dark
Yeah,
Magician,
you're Dark
It
Magician.
relates to him.
pretty much.
And then Light Magician Boots.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to put these all up in the closet again. All these, I can stack them up so high that they'll be visible on the camera. Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh. Here we
That
go.
one's here. Oh.
Chat, counterspell Brazil, his magic is too powerful. I'm not sure
Yeah.
if that's even possible. It's too much.
I really like these. The Illusionist Shadow Masters. They're printed with like a UV finish. So they're black cards, but all of the white like shows up under UV light. They're really nice, but they don't print them. I think that was the Airflow 500 finish that they used to have, and they don't do it anymore. But
That's a lot of cards.
I mean, yeah, it's literally like I'm gonna try to pick it up. It's like this high. I used to have more than this, but I threw them away because they got worn out. Like I'd have to buy a new deck like every week or so. So I just fucking wear them out. But
What do you do with them?
tricks. Just fuck around.
Tricks.
Yeah.
Alright.
Illusions.
Who are we going to host, guys? That's the real question. That's the real question. Whose stream will we increase the quality of? But while I figure that out, I don't know. Who are you people? How did you even get in the Skype call? What is this shit? I don't understand.
I just answered. It just rang, and I said,
Yeah.
"Okay, we'll accept."
Yeah. Seems good.
Hey everybody, I'm Boots, aka Brazil's Punching Bag. You could find me at youtube.com World of Vendors. Also on Twitter at World of Vendors.
There you go. What about you, Brazil?
My name is Rick Aris. You can find me in Canada complaining about the gym store.
Who's that?
Yeah, who is that?
I'm Brazil.
All
You
right.
can find me by searching Brazil GW2 on anywhere, and I'll come up.
Yeah. Where can I find you in real life? I have no idea.
You can't.
Yeah.
I don't exist
Nope.
in real life.
This is a fake stream. Fake stream.
Put your hand up to the screen.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. Who are you, Inks? Do you even exist? You just said you don't
Nope.
exist. Maybe you don't.
I don't exist.
Did you salvage yourself in salvage kit at the end? Is that what happened?
Yep.
You
that's
broke
it. We're
yourself
all-
down into base materials.
Yeah. Listen, Brobo, shut up. I'll wear the same clothes if I want to. So there.
I
Deal
can't
with it.
believe you just made me Google Rick Aris.
Did it work?
It's apparently a male porn actor.
All right, there you go.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Oh, Inks is
Oh my
actually a
goodness.
fractal. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's just MMO Inks. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. I'm overly jealous of Soda Poppin'
Yeah.
and Kriparian.
That's what most of your videos are about, right? You just kind of say,
Yeah.
I wish I was soda popping. I wish I was Crip.
Yep. I just commentate on their Twitch streams. That's me. It's what my channel's all about. If you like that sort of crap, you should go subscribe right now.
How do you even know this shit, Brazil? I know everything, just not at the same time.
I think we all know how Brazil knows that particular shit.